Anthony Piagentini will officially face a full trial by his fellow council members on 8 different ethics violations.
The council decided Wednesday not to drop some of the charges against him. WHAS11's Taylor Woods and photojournalist Elijah McKenzie report.
Metro Council member Anthony Piagentini is back in Metro Council court for the second time this month, this time to see if 2 out of his 8 charges of perjury and failing to disclose will be dismissed. His attorney Brooklyn Smith argued the 2 charges were accusations of misconduct.
Charges 7 and 8 should be dismissed because they're unconstitutional. But they're also profoundly unwise.
Kent Wicker, who represents the charging committee, told the council court it is their burden to prove whether or not misconduct had occurred.
The only question is, are the acts, which will be proven, misconduct? They may or may not be criminal.
Before council members voted whether to drop the 2 charges, they were able to ask questions about the process.
We will have the opportunity to ask questions of Ms. Martin from the county attorney's office.
After deliberating privately for nearly an hour, council members came back inside to cast their votes.
A vote on the motion to dismiss count 7 and then a vote on count 8.
Ultimately, the council voted not to drop the charges.
The motion to dismiss is denied. Both charges remain.
Councilwoman Shamika Parrish-Wright was one council member who voted the charges be dismissed.
And prove otherwise.
The council members' next votes on February 26 will decide whether Piagentini will be removed. In Louisville, Taylor Woods, WHAS 11 on your side.
Now there will be a pre-trial hearing before the actual trial, which should start in late February.
The suspect in a deadly hit-and-run crash in Louisville's Irish Hill neighborhood is expected in court this morning. This is Chris Zaringa. He's 23 years old. He was arrested yesterday and charged with several crimes related to the fatal hit-and-run at Lexington Road and Payne Street last Thursday. Police say Zaringa was driving on Lexington Road when he hit 31-year-old Michael Allen, then kept going. Allen was taken to U of L Hospital where he died. Investigators say they were able to make the arrest after seeing video and receiving information from witnesses.
A judge set a $500,000 bond for the suspect in the murder of a well-known Louisville musician. 20-year-old John Kennedy was in court yesterday facing charges of murder and robbery. He's accused of shooting and killing Jeremiah Buckner, a founding member of the group Lincoln Bridge. According to court documents, Buckner was driving for Uber on January 3rd of last year when police say Kennedy approached Buckner's car and held him and a passenger at gunpoint. Surveillance video from the area later shows Kennedy and the other person running off, leaving Buckner on the ground. Family members say they're pleased with the arrest, but add closure won't come until violence stops across our city.
It's great that we have justice, but at the same time, it's bitter because you see the very issues that my brother fought against.
You know, we all of us wanted something better for our city, for people in general, just to kind of put violence behind them.
If Kennedy posts bail, he'll be ordered to house arrest. He's scheduled back in court February the 1st.
And a judge set a new $50,000 bond for Jamarcus Glover, the man at the center of the investigation the night Breonna Taylor was killed. Glover was arrested earlier this week by U.S. Marshals after being on the run since October. He's accused of using children to help transport and sell heroin. Police say he was found with large amounts of meth, fentanyl, and ammunition and is now facing more charges.
Also recovered was a suspect crack cocaine and marijuana paraphernalia, baggies, cut and digital scales, all indicative of trafficking narcotics. Yeah, make sure your attorney knows about that court date.
Does post bond, he'll go on home incarceration. Now the new bond is on top of the $250,000 that was set Tuesday after he was arrested again. He's expected back in court February 1st.
It will be several more months before former LMPD detective Brett Hankison is tried by a jury again. In a status hearing yesterday, a federal judge doubled down on an October 14th retrial date. The judge turned down a request from the prosecution to move up the trial date, citing scheduling conflicts. Hankison is charged with depriving Breonna Taylor and her neighbors of their civil rights and using excessive force when he fired shots into each of their apartments during the overnight raid. Back in November, the judge declared a mistrial in Hankison's case after the jury couldn't reach a unanimous verdict.